Hey guys, welcome back. Today I've got a delicious new dessert for you, just in time for summer. This one I don't have a name for. It's a mashup between a oatmeal cream pie, peaches and cream, meets a peach cobbler, all baked into a pie. So I'm gonna need help naming it, so leave me a comment, tell me what you think. Let's get started. Got my pie plate. If you haven't seen any of my other pies, I made a Rocky Road pie the other day, and you should check that one out. So this one's gonna be an oatmeal cookie crust. So I've got my oats, and I'm just gonna dump everything in my pie plate, mix everything in here. I have some flour. I've got some salt, cinnamon, and some nutmeg. I'm just going to mix that together, and then we're going to mix our butter into it. And this is just some softened butter. And then we're just gonna press all of it into our pie plate. Push all of this till it's all nice and incorporated. We're just pressing all that butter into the oats and the spices, pressing it out. Just nothing fancy, just gonna use my fingers, get it all nice and pressed out and up the sides. So no need to pre-bake this. We're gonna go ahead and bake it once we add our filling. All right, so we're gonna set this to the side and we're gonna start on our next part. For the peach cobbler part, I've got peaches, I have peach juice, I've got some brown sugar, vanilla, I've got salt, cinnamon, nutmeg, and some cornstarch. We're gonna start by adding our brown sugar. And then we're gonna go ahead and add our cornstarch, our nutmeg, cinnamon, and salt. All right, so we're just gonna whisk this to incorporate it. And then we're gonna slowly add in our peach juice. So we're doing this so that we don't get any clumps of cornstarch, and then we'll go ahead and add the rest once we're done whisking it all in. All right, to this we're gonna add some vanilla. So these peaches, we're just gonna go ahead and chop in about bite-sized pieces. So these are just canned peaches. I haven't tried this recipe yet with frozen peaches or with fresh peaches to get the ratios right with the liquid and everything, but with canned peaches, it's perfect how it is, and you can make it any time of year because you can always find canned peaches. So all of these just go into the pot. So now we're going to turn this over to the stove, and we're going to cook this just on like a low medium, just till it simmers. And this is just to thicken up the juice since we put that cornstarch in there. We want it to be a little thicker than a peach cobbler since this is going into a pie. One thing I found while making this recipe was that all cans are not created equal, even by the same brands. So for this recipe, we used the Del Monte brand. The first time I made it, the can was completely full. I was impressed with how many peaches they shoved in that can. So the next test I did, I opened up the can, exact same brand, same size can. The amount of peaches and juice was probably equal. These were the cans that I used. It's just peaches, no heavy syrup or anything. From now on, I'm gonna start shaking my cans. So if you hear this one, most likely there's not a lot of peaches in here. And then this one, yeah, this one is gonna have more peaches. So that does affect this dish because you want more peaches. That's what the dish is about. Because every can isn't equal, we might have to adjust the cornstarch in here. So if this doesn't thicken up with the amount that I added, we might have to make like a slurry with just taking a little bit of water, a little bit more cornstarch, whisking that together, and then slowly adding it to help thicken our peaches up. So just give your cans a shake when you're at the store next time. Just going to bring this to a simmer, thicken that juice, and I'll show you what it looks like. As you can see right now, when I dip my spoon in, everything just runs off really quick, just like water. And when it gets thick enough, it'll stick to my spatula. All right, so I'm gonna show you it's starting to thicken. See how it's slowly dribbling off the spatula versus how it was even just a minute ago. So this process doesn't take very long, so just keep an eye on it. Just doing this at medium heat right now. Give it another minute and we'll be where we want it. And it's going to thicken up a little bit more even as it bakes. I'll show you one more time. See how it just coats it It's not like running off. I mean, the fruit is, but if you look at that, it's barely running. That's exactly what we're looking for. And we're just gonna set this to the side. That took about 5 minutes. And now we're gonna get to our cream part of our pie. All right, so now for the cream part, I have cream cheese. We've got sugar. We're gonna add some vanilla. We're gonna add a little sour cream. So we're just gonna blend this together till it's nice and smooth, and then we're ready to assemble our pie. Now these were room temperature ingredients, so they blended together really nice, really smooth. Grab your oatmeal cookie crust here. We're gonna start by adding half of our peaches to the bottom of it. Just kind of eyeballing it. I don't know about you, but this already looks amazing. And it smells delicious. So for this part, we're just going to add some dollops of the cream to the top, and then we're gonna layer it and swirl this in and then add our next layer. So when I was making this recipe, my nephew was over, he was watching me make this pie, test out the recipe, and he's looking down, he's like, Auntie Alicia, that looks like bird poop. And I was like, it doesn't look like bird poop. He's like, yeah, people are gonna think that's bird poop pie. I was like, well, then you can't have any of my bird poop pie. So let me know what you think this pie should be called, because that can't be the name. This pie is too good for it to be called bird poop pie. So the next layer of peaches goes on top, but it was so cute him saying that. He's just a character. I love when he's in the kitchen and watching me or helping me. They're so helpful at that age, so I like it when they come and help me. So we're just gonna smooth that out, and then we're gonna add the rest of our cream on top. So with this, you have your oatmeal cookie crust, you've got your peach cobbler filling, and then you've got this delicious cream, oatmeal cream pie, peach cobbler, peaches and cream, all rolled into one delicious pie. Okay, so this is gonna go in the oven at 350 for 35 minutes. I'm gonna put it on a cookie sheet. That way, in case it wants to bubble over, it doesn't mess up my oven. I haven't had it do it yet, but don't wanna take any chances because the oven is never fun to clean. Voila. All right, and there you have it, a delicious oatmeal cream meets peach cobbler meets peaches and cream pie. All right, a little bit of all of it in one bite. So the crust is a yummy oatmeal crust. That cream really shines, and the peach cobbler filling, the spices are perfect. I made this pie yesterday, so this one's chilled, but it's great chilled, it's great warm. Let us know what we should name it. Go make it, and we'll see you next time. Bye.